Morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Monday, September 1st, Labor Day. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, 'cause with him, all things is top of the top to all my people out there. Yeah. Oh, Lord, this thing is killing my head already. I ain't used to doing it no more. Top of the morning to everybody out there who's moving around in these streets. Wherever you're going on this Labor Day, please remain safe. Everybody should have off of work, but for the people who do have to still attend work, please arrive safe. Um, get you going. Be aware of your surroundings. These days are always these days are always crazy, so just be safe out there. I hope everybody's blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day, and with no all things is possible. Right? Happy Labor Day to everybody. Um, Labor Day feels a little different, especially in New York. Usually the weather is a little warm, but then sometimes it does rain. So it's a little off today, but it is what it is. We got some things we're going to get into about today, about Labor Day, mostly the parade. And I'm going to say some things that y'all know me. I don't bite my tongue. I like to keep it all the time. So it's going to be a lot of things I say that hey, it's going to be what it's going to be. And y'all know me. I don't sugarcoat. So when I say stuff, I say it and I mean it. All right. So let's get ready to get it going. So newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Podcast. Let's go. Please, ladies and gentlemen, make sure and nobody's begging you, nobody's threatening you. Make sure you smash the like. A little support won't hurt. Hey, just ignore the cash app. Don't worry about that. Okay? That's not for you people who are doing that. At least smash the like button on your way here, right? So there's parades. New York City has a lot of parades. And I remember my first time probably attending a parade. I probably was about 16, 17, which was the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It was one of the first parades I attended to. Right? Going to parades was never a big thing for me. I think the most that I ever do was a Macy's parade. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. So the most I've ever did was that kind of parade. And as I got older, I started liking the parades. Matter of fact, let me take that back. That's not the first I went to. I went to the Yankees. When the Yankees won in '98, I went. That was one of my first parades. I think followed up after that was the Puerto Rican Day Parade. There's so many parades I've been to for years that I've been going to. There's a few I have missed out, but talk about the Labor Day Parade, talk about the West Indian Parade. Now we're talking about a whole different type of parade. Parades are never going to be perfect. It's only should be so much you have to worry about when you attend a parade. It should be only so much you have to worry about. You know, you're there with your family, you're there to have a good time, to see the float, see the people on the float, and then just home safe. When you have to worry about anything else, you have to worry about anything else Besides that, that's a problem. And it becomes a lot because it's nothing but worries for you now. The picture you see on my thumbnail with the two police officers shaking hands, I'm going to get to what that means in a minute. Because I could have put the thumbnail up with something else, but we're going to get to that. So you go to these, you go to these parades. You have to worry about your family, but then you have to sit and worry about, you're looking at everybody because, and you have no time to be looking at everybody because people say, man, if you're gonna be here for all that, you shouldn't be in this parade. You came here to have fun. But the problem is you came to have fun, but somebody came to do the opposite. They came to do the opposite. Because sometimes the person you could be talking to could be the shooter. They just acted normal as hell, or that one person you see walking around with the weirdo face could absolutely be the shooter. I, you know, I started attending the West Indian Parade some years back. I was already in my 20s probably when I started attending it, and it was wild then, but we couldn't get enough of it. We just couldn't get enough of it because we were young and wild ourselves, and so when Juve or something like that came up, we liked it. Juve's that week, Friday, Saturday, and then that's I'll say that Sunday going into Sunday morning, you go out there, you just basically have the time of your life. You could bag you a number, maybe see if you could even score. But you never went out there. It was never supposed to be going out there for because like I said, you're coming to have a good time and you either have an idiot or a couple of idiots who's going out there to do the opposite. They take advantage of doing something negative. But it was wild even when I was going out there. I just watched them step on people's cars. I watched dudes get, I watched women get violated. Sometimes I watch women do the violating. Mixture of so many things that you would see when you out there. And even though the West Indian, the Labor Day parade is part of the culture, right? So it's the Puerto Rican Day parade, Dominican parade, African Day parade, Macy's Day parade, and that's it. On the knowledge, nothing else. That's it. And you want parades like that to keep going. And those parades that I just announced, few things might happen, but there's never murders. So what makes the West Indian Day Parade so different from the rest? Some people go, it's the borough of Brooklyn. And I go, well, I don't blame it on the borough. I don't know. Should the West End be moved to Manhattan? Maybe. Because it's working out in Brooklyn. Last year, and it was on film that it was a shooting. Now, who the shooter was happened to be right there as if they was just right watching the parade, and then bullets flying. No doubt who the shooter is in broad daylight. There's been incidents at the parade where people have got stabbed. There's been so much that has happened at these parades where it's just sickening. But every year the parade continues, and it's kind of hard to sometimes go and shut it down. I mean, it can be shut down. if the mayor agrees to do something about it. And you don't want to see now. A lot of y'all say, well, and do you want to see the parade shut down? If lives are going to be taken and innocent people have to worry about if they're going to be shot, and even if they're not part of the parade, some live in the area of the parade, you can't tell them to stay inside the house because if you don't want to shot or stabbed, I suggest you stay in your house until all this is over. People shouldn't have to worry about that. And you know, that's probably one of the most greatest parades. There's a lot of other parades that heard me name. That's got to be the top. But it's kind of also the downfall of all the parades in the city because when you look at the rest of them, you go, okay, nobody's dying. A fist fight might happen. Most that happened at the Dominican parade in the Bronx. Somebody bust a shot. Okay, that busting that one shot compared to all the drama that's ever happened at the Indian Day parade don't compare. And this is a time for people to come from people that's Trinidad, uh, whatever it is that you are. Okay, um, everybody comes together to have a good time, and that's the way it should be. You get to see those, you get to dance with them. Everybody knows how it's supposed to be when you go to the parade. It's not about it. It's supposed to be a kumbaya, but it's damn sure it's not supposed. Should I wear my bulletproof vest? Should I carry my pepper spray and mace? I walk out with my a razor. Um, Somebody might say something to my girl or my wife. Do I come outside prepared? The nonsense. Because these are the things that be concerned about going to going to the parade. And if you ever have concern about what might happen to you going to a parade or your safety, then maybe you don't need to go because anytime you have to go with a weapon, now going with a weapon, even though you're not there to cause any bodily harm, doesn't make you perfect. Um, Anytime that a weapon needs to be around you because you feel like your safety is not safety, then yeah, maybe you don't need. Oh, I had to learn that if you got to carry something, then maybe you don't need to go. Even though we do need something at times. But when you talk about going to a parade, there never should have to be any worries of, hey, just in case some other fool I mean, or he got his weapon, I got mine, and then we can just turn this place into the wild wild west. D Free, good morning, my brother.
Good.
There should never be a time for that. Um, Let me ask you something, Free. Um, because they might have a little more discipline out, or maybe I just could be wrong. Um, what are the parades like in DC?
Um, to be honest with you, I haven't seen a parade in DC in years. I mean, like 30 years since the last time I seen a parade in DC. Um, I don't even know what parades go on in DC. The only parade that I know as of recently that I know about is the Gay Pride Parade. That's the only one that I know of.
Like I'm about to be stabbed. Do I, Michael? I don't know what that means, but that sounds kind of racist towards Mexicans. So I don't know what you just said. How your ass got a wrench. I don't even remember giving you one, but that sounds kind of crazy, bro. What you just said, I didn't. And I didn't even give you a wrench, so I don't even know how the hell you got one. I don't know what YouTube be doing. I don't even know how the hell you got a wrench. Hold on, freaks. I gotta fix something because I don't know how this dude got a wrench and he just did nothing crazy towards me, but it's it is and everyone is racist. Yeah, cool. Because I don't know how you got a wrench. Thank you, John. Because I don't know how he got a wrench, and I sure didn't give him one. I look now; it doesn't even say about me giving him one. Thank you, appreciate you. Oh, sorry, free. Go ahead. Sorry,
Yeah, nah, like I was saying, the only parade that I know of that goes on in DC is the Gay Pride Parade. I don't even know what parades go on in DC. The parades that I'm used to seeing in DC are protesting. That's the parades that I be seeing in DC. I don't really see no parades like that.
Mm, um, free when you go to a parade, games. But should it be when people go, they have to worry about their safety, especially if they know that the parade is dangerous. Every year they just kind of knowing that it's dangerous, or for the first, should it be their safety that should they be more concerned about safety than having fun?
I mean, it shouldn't be like that, but depending on what type of people are trying to hurt. Like you have people that just trying to hurt as many people as they can possibly can, and a parade is the best way to do that. You have people that's targeting certain groups. So a lot of times, certain parades they will go to because they know those people are going to be there. So I mean, then you have individuals that have individual beef, and they don't really care where they at. Just when they see them, they see them, and so they might be at a parade when they see them, and then it's on from there. So it shouldn't be that way. That's a parade is supposed to be a time to celebrate and have fun and things like that. It's supposed to be mainly for the children. I mean, most parades that I know of it was mainly for the children. Nowadays, they have the parades for the adults instead of the children.
Yeah, I haven't seen a children's parade. Like you said, maybe the Macy's parade that they do in New York, the Thanksgiving parade. That's about as close as I see. That's for children. See a lot of schools and bands come and participate. That's about the only thing they got left. Everything else, it's about the adults, and I don't understand that. Um, to me, the West Indian Parade, and I'm not putting it down, it's probably one of the most dangerous parades that you could. Now, some people are gonna say that's not true. But if you say it's not true, it's because you ain't never attended a parade. Because there's never been a year that I know of, rather if I was there or not, that something didn't happen to somebody. It had been them getting jumped, a stabbing, or a shooting. I remember going one year free. They were those cars free, and I mean literally, not just standing. They wasn't standing. They were stomping on people's cars. This one in his car, which I don't know why the hell he was trying to drive wherever he was driving. He had it was a doggone parade, and I understand he was trying to get to where he was going, but I guess he thought if he blew his horn, people was gonna move out the way. They walked all over and started his car. They broke everything on it while they wasn't trying to hurt him. I mean they could have, but it was just that that's when I knew right then and there. This is the worst. This is the worst thing to be a part of. It's bad. I watched
Yeah,
another guy get knocked out in front of me. Uh, they touched this girl's ass, and of course, it's that's your lady. You supposed to defend your lady. They felt some kind of way. He said something, and that's when I knew right then and there. These people are out of their mind.
Right.
You understand? I said they're out of time because how and making somebody feel like okay they can't you just can't be you at these places. And like I
Yeah.
said, I see a lot of the behavior and I just go, yo, it's nasty. It's nasty. Crush, I see you. It's nasty and it's disgusting.
Yeah, they making it to where it's just best for you just to stay in the house, go to work, come home, go to church, come home.
Yeah,
You can't really go out and hang out nowhere because you don't know
no.
what's going to pop off.
I had a friend ask me, he said, yo, see what we doing for the parade. See, I said, Negro, we haven't done nothing for the parade in about I've been with 18. I think maybe 2018 was probably the last year I might have went. And I'm like, we ain't doing nothing, bro. And I'm 30s then, and I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm 42. I'm not. I'll do a parade. I won't do that one. And really, I haven't done any parades. I didn't do a Puerto Rican Day parade. I didn't do a Dominican. I don't. My thing is that to do a parade, I gotta actually like serve a purpose. Like if I float, if somebody invites me to be on the float, I feel more better doing that. Because once the float in, I can get up out of there. I don't have to stay there. Versus me around and having to pay attention to the float and all that. It's easier for me to be on the where I can see what the hell is going on. If I'm not on the float, um, that's just me. I had enough of just walking around. I'm at. I have to serve a purpose for actually. If I'm not actually in the parade, I really have no interest in it. But like you said, and I don't some of these parents they know these things. I've been going to this parade since I was a child when you were coming up. There have been no stabbings and shootings. It just probably would have been scuffles to a point where, like, if we people take to look for a reason to do something, and even if it's somebody that they a beef with, they can every day when there's no parade and do nothing, but wait till they get to a parade and let it all out. Which to me, that's a real sucker, because we're gonna get where it's a million and some people, and we're gonna handle it right, everybody. When we could have handled this, me and you see each other all the time. A lot of these dudes that call each other, they see each other a lot and do nothing. But you telling me soon as you get to a parade, that is the time for you to go bonkers. It makes no sense. So if there's ever a time where they decided to take this parade away, I'm not really mad. But you should get mad at the people who's messing. And that's not just this parade that was. But this parade is the number one. When it comes around, this is where everybody. Where this parade is like Debo. When it comes around, everybody tucks their chain. I don't know what's going to happen. This I hate to describe it like that, but this it is. It's one big ass Debo because you don't know what's going to happen. And here come Debo. It's a Debo ass parade where somebody's just there to try to Debo. And granted, we're not talking about everybody. Some people who actually come to have a good time, and not just New Yorkers. You got people who come from other places just to be a part of it. Can you imagine another country, another state? You come here to have a good time, and shit, there's a good chance you don't make it back home, or you get shot. You get New Yorkers already have a bad name as it is. So when stuff like that happens, we try to bring more people into the city to have fun. And then it's the whole nah, man. You New York people don't know how to have. New York people don't know how to act, but it's not all of us. Some idiots that feel like they gotta prove themselves. So, and I'm about to get to the whole why y'all see those police officers on my thumbnail in a minute. I'm gonna get to that in a second, y'all. Y'all just wait. So today, for any, I don't want to speak to the people who go there on the regular. I want to speak to the new people who this might be your first year going. And I'm sure a lot of y'all heard stories, but you're curious. Go there and have the fun that you can have, and then get out of there. Because sometimes you could be there somewhere for an hour or 2 or 3 hours, nothing happens, and you thinking, okay, I don't want to leave because I might miss out on something. If you there 3 4 hours, nothing happens after a while, have your fun and get out of there. Because I mean, it happened in them 3 or 4 hours, but if you happen just to go 2 3 hours with nothing happening, have your fun and get up out of there. And
Yeah.
that's the problem. We don't know there because we feel like we're missing something when we're not. I watch people carry they have a baby that be 6 months. I watch them carry their babies, their kids. I mean, when something off, y'all realize that y'all gotta grab all these kids you with and gotta get out the way and run when something happens. And I
Well,
don't think I realize that. But why is it such a big deal to you? Let me tell you why it's such a big. Because parades are never supposed to be like. If there's any time that somebody doesn't make it home from a parade, that's bad. So when the city says, "Hey, hey, free, we might close the doors to this parade." Now the first thing y'all want to run and say they don't want black people having nothing. We don't want
right.
to have nothing. We don't want to have nothing because them by acting like animals.
Yeah.
What makes you think that you could continue to act the way you want at a parade, and then as soon as they say we take it away, they don't want black folks to have anything? What kind of sense does that make? Y'all showing them that y'all don't want to have anything by your behavior, because y'all idea of having fun is getting and tearing shit up and violating people's wives and girlfriends and violating the boyfriends or the husbands because you said to the girl or you touched her. Is it really worth it? Jason Allen, my man, what's up, my guy? Ask yourself, is it worth it? There's a lot of things that come with going to parades that still to this day understand, because you overlook it because your concern is just getting high, and that's cool. But there's a lot of things that come with going to a parade you do need to be concerned about. Before having fun, and that's something you should have to worry about, is safety, but you got to worry about it because you start ignoring that part, and when something happens, now you're like, if I knew this was going to happen, I wouldn't. And nobody should ever have to feel like that. I would have stayed home. I knew it was going to happen this way. I watch people with a child that be 6 months to 2 3 4 years old. Something happens, shots fired, a fight break out. You got to pick your baby up and run. You might get ran over trying to run because just like you're trying to get out the way, everybody else is trying to get out the way. People stepping on everybody, losing. Everybody's losing their shit. It looks like a damn scene from Do the Right Thing. Everybody's trying to get out the way. So I say out to say, if you're going to the parade today, damn it, what? Be aware of your surroundings, monitor your safety. Oh, don't forget when you at the house, make sure you carry a weapon on you because there's going to be somebody with a weapon too. A way to tell somebody to go, enjoy yourself. Well, McLean, I might have to carry my blade because you know how dudes act. Well, if you got to do that, then maybe you shouldn't go. I understand because I used to think the same thing. I got to carry a knife on me because there's going to be somebody that type of timing. But if we have to keep thinking like that, what are we really going outside for? How much can we really enjoy? And then we're walking around waiting for somebody to say something to us to look at us the wrong way just so we can use it. Yo, been around somebody and they be like, man, I carried this pepper spray for nothing. I didn't even get the opportunity to use it. I want to light a motherfucker ass up today, and I didn't get a chance. I mean, you got people that's actually like that. I got this I've been carrying. I didn't get a chance to use it because I wanted the dude to look at me the wrong way. Have a reason. This is the type of nonsense.
Nah, I don't know nobody that act like that.
Like I'm just saying, not far as in your, but you just hear people in other conversations be like, "Yo, man, I ain't get to use this, man. I wanted somebody to act up today, so I could have put this on it." And you like, "Well, the reason why you came outside, brother? That's crazy." Even when it comes to our hands, I wanted somebody. I didn't get a chance to fight today. I wanted somebody to like. You got sick people like that, and you be like, that's why you outside for that nonsense."
Yeah, you have individuals like that.
Like I don't. And then, like I said, free. Once they take the parade away, right now, everybody got something to say. Everybody gonna want to go to social media. He's on every person's on the news talk about. Oh, it's been part of history. How could they just take that away? They just don't. They just don't want us to have community. No, y'all don't want nothing. Your people who's causing these, the people who's causing this, don't want nothing. They're responsible. So if they're never taken away, you can't blame the white man. You can't blame the mayor. You can't blame the
I, let- I,
community.
I went. I used to do security at this CVS out here in DC, and it was in Southwest. It was in Southwest, and I told them, I said, a lot of the little young kids used to come from the projects and come over there and steal. So I got it to where when they saw me in the store, they wouldn't come. They'll look and literally look to see if I'm in the store. They don't see me, they'll go in. If they see me, they walk the other way. Like I was on my lunch break and I saw a dude. I'm sitting across the street on my lunch break. I saw a dude look. He looked. He was like, "Oh, he ain't there." He like, "Hey, he ain't there." And they walked in. Soon as they walked in, I walked across the street and walked in. They looked and saw me. They were like, "We out, we ain't got nothing. We out." They walked right back out the door.
Let
But
me find out. Let me find out.
they used
Let me find out free you intimidating people.
no, I used to catch thieves on a regular basis. Like it got to a point where, like I said, they would see me. They were like, "Nah, I'm not going." And this nigga catch everybody. And so I used to tell them, I'm like, "Dog, y'all gotta stop stealing. They gonna end up taking." I said, "What happened if they take the daggone CVS away? Yeah, I ain't gonna be able y'all gonna have to go all the way across town to go get your prescriptions and whatever else you need CVS to get." And we had somebody else had got the contract, so we stopped doing the contract. And probably about 3 or 4 months later, I rolled past, saw the CVS wasn't there. I saw it was a rack of stores that was no longer there. Like the only thing that's there right now is the daggone the Giant, and that look like it's about to close down. Like they got half the aisles don't even have nothing in the store. I'm like, yeah, see, I try to tell y'all, y'all gonna end up Y'all gonna get these daggone stores. Y'all ain't gonna have nothing. Y'all gonna have to go all the way across town to get what y'all want. Y'all ain't gonna be able to get no groceries. Y'all ain't gonna be able to get y'all medicine. None of that. But
No,
you can't tell
and
nobody
they don't
nothing, and then they tell, oh, we ain't got nothing in the hood. Well, y'all the reason why y'all ain't got nothing in the hood.
handle the liquor, but always out drinking. Nope. Yeah. But this is what they don't understand, right? And it's not even about a parade. When they start taking stuff, period, the first thing we want to say is they don't want black people to have anything. They don't ever want us to have anything. But some of us show them when they taking stuff away, they're not just taking stuff away. There's a everything, and we can't always pull a race card all the time because we know what
All
is
right,
in
y'all.
real life.
Now, see, when it comes to these stores and these businesses, they look at the numbers, and if they not making money and they're losing money, they're gonna shut down. They're gonna
Yeah.
shut down and go. They're gonna shut down and go to another area and see if they can make money in another area.
And
Eh,
don't y'all think it costs to do these parades? I don't think they understand that, Free. You see them floats and all that? That shit costs. A lot of that stuff together that y'all see them do, who wants to put all that together and then have it taken away?
yeah.
It costs a lot to do those parades. Everybody fans just think, oh, they just do these parades and that's all they do. No, man, it costs them floats y'all see.
Yeah, I mean, the city pays to have the streets shut down, and then the people that organize the parade, they gotta pay for the security, and they gotta pay for the floats. Now, some of the schools and things like that, they might not have to pay for those because
Yeah,
that's a they basically, yeah, that's like a sponsorship.
yeah.
So they sponsor those schools or they sponsor that business or whatever have you. So they might not have to pay for those, but all of the other stuff that goes on in the parade, they have to pay for. So yeah, a lot of all that stuff right there costs. So you might think, oh, the parade is free. Yeah, it's free for you
It's
because
free
the
for
city
you.
put it on. The city put it on for the public, but the city got to pay for it. You might not pay right then and there, but your tax dollars is paying for it.
So the people who are not in the parade, they don't care. They're gonna come every year, act any kind of way they want because they didn't invest their money into it, so they could care
Right.
less. I'm just here to get high and to tear shit up, and hopefully the first I see, I'm gonna bust at him, and if I have to shoot through 100 to try to get through him, no matter who I hit, I'm gonna do it. I mean, does that make sense to y'all? Does it make sense to y'all? If you're out there today and you're going out there, just be. Oh, I ain't got time to think about that, McLean. I ain't got time to think about that. If I got to think about that, I might as well not go. Well, then maybe you're right. Shouldn't go. Because maybe you'll save yourself a whole lot of drama by probably not going. You probably would do yourself a favor. But because it's Monday, it's Labor Day, can't be in the house. I'd rather be outside. It's better to be out. Okay, cool. Cool. Make sure you have the fun you can have and you make sure you leave. Some people y'all wanna overdo it. I'm gonna stay until I'm gonna stay until the parade and I wanna be here. Them take the floats out of here. I'm just gonna chill because I got and then soon as sun pop off. 3 hours ago, you know what? I told myself 3 hours ago I was gonna leave. I just left.
Yeah.
And then I see Free, they be out there with the young babies. I just be saying, and it's always scary. I said, if something pop off, you gotta run with.
Yeah.
How do
You
you run
better
with your
you
kids?
you better put your kid in track at 1 year old. Say, hey, look, come on, we gotta get your speed up. We gotta get your speed
Shit.
down. We need that time down.
Hey,
I need you to
free.
run. I need you to run a 100-yard dash in 9.3.
You know what runs
Drop.
faster? You know what runs faster than me and you animals? A bullet. Can't outrun that. They talk about a cheetah's fast. Shit, the fastest thing in this world is a bullet. And not even a cheetah can outrun that. So, it's just like I can't see you at the parade with Deja and all. I can't see you with all that because you're not about to put your like go out and do fun things with your family, but you ain't like going there. That's harm's way. Let's put them in harm's way because everybody that comes there is not there to have a good time.
See, like,
My
I
thing
mean,
is,
I didn't know that they do parades for Labor Day because we don't do parades out here for Labor Day. Labor Day is like Memorial Day. We just go out and cook out and things like that. People might
yeah,
go to the park and cook out. Some people might go fishing and things like that. We
yeah,
don't do parades for Labor Day. Only parades that we do, if a team wins a championship, um, if you, like I said, they do the Gay Pride Parade. They got a thing called Georgia Avenue Day. I think they do a parade. I know they used to do a parade. I don't know if they still do. They used to do a parade for that. Um, and I think it's something else they do a parade for, but we don't do a lot of parades out here. It's more so we just do a lot of cookouts. We'll go to the park and cook out.
yeah. Um, I get a lot of people who come from out of town when they come to New York for these type of joints. Like I said, uh, they say the Labor Day parade, but we really know it as parade is what we like to also call it. But it's not just New Yorkers. We get people that come from all over come to this place. I've met some South and some people from DC, some people from Maryland, some people from VA. They come and want to enjoy themselves. And the worst thing that you can do is leave your state. It's already drama in your state to leave to come to another place where it's just like, I came here for this. I just came here to have a good time. I could have stayed in VA for this if I knew I was going to have to come in 100 was going to fly past my. I could have stayed home for this.
Yeah.
And this is what people got to start thinking and don't get caught. Oh, I'm going to New York. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And it just so happened not to go the way you think it's going to go. Now you mad as hell at let me tell you something. I'm here, and there's just certain things I won't participate in. There'd be a lot of block parties in New York. I don't even participate in them shits, man. Because I know a block party is not a party anymore like it used to be. You remember back in the days where it was block parties where you didn't have to worry. Altercation happened, a fist fight might have happened, but you didn't really have to worry flying past your melon. My
Yeah. I
parade days
mean,
over.
now.
I'm pushing 50. I stopped when I won. Yeah. I'm okay, but when we say that, if I tell you I'm 42 and I ain't into it, and you say you 50, we'll go. Well, I still go, and I'm in my 60s. Well, news to you. Maybe you don't know what it feel like to run yet. Maybe when something happened to you, that's when your ass is slow down at 66.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, uh, it
Yeah, New
it,
York
it's
does.
it's bad when you can't go out and enjoy yourself. Nobody's expecting to have to duck from bullets or have to run from something or whatever have you. When they go out, they're going out to have a good time with their family and friends. But when something like that happens, you like, man, I don't even want to go out no more. Especially if something happens to your immediate party that's there. Now, if it's something that's happening across the way, you be like, man, that was crazy, man. Yeah, we can't do that. But when something happens to your immediate party, whether it's your family or it's your friends, that whoever is with you that's supposed to be out having a good time, and something like that happen, you like, man, I ain't never going out again. Man, last time we
Yeah,
went out,
yeah,
such and such is not here with us no more.
yeah,
So it's just crazy when you got to think about that. Because when I was a kid, we never thought about if we go to a cookout is it going to be something that's going to happen afterwards? We just go to a cookout to have fun. Kids don't think about the danger. They just thinking about going to have fun, playing at the playground, playing baseball or soccer. I mean, or football or whatever have you, whatever sports they got going on, whatever activity they got going on. That's all the
Yeah,
kids worry about. They don't know about the danger. And it could have been like that when we was younger, but because, like I said, we was kids, we didn't look at it that way. We going to have fun. Going to have. Our parents could have been thinking about the danger.
yeah. There's stuff traumatized people with, like you said, they go, yo, I'm not going back there. I'm never doing that again. You know, a lot of things have happened to people that made them feel some kind of way in places. And parade is probably another one of them. Block party. I've seen some things at black parties that made me say, I'm not doing it again. That's because
I
we know
just,
black
I miss.
parties.
No, I missed the mid '80s, early '90s when when kids used to be all outside jumping double dutch and playing tag and playing throwback tackle and throwback touch and all that stuff. I miss those days because when I was a kid, it was nothing like it is right now. Like I said, like right now, if this was back in the mid '80s, early '90s, and it's Labor Day.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes we need that feel good. We need that good is sometimes we need to either remind ourselves or we need to remind people of what good times are because a lot of them they don't know. And that's the reason why when I have my annual barbecue, what's the first thing that comes to mind when y'all go to my annual barbecue, right? It brings some feel good, right? You're not in danger. You don't have to go. I wonder who Clarence gonna have, and I hope he have some people there that's not a bunch of shit starters. You don't when you come to my barbecue. 3 years in a row, there's not been one altercation. It doesn't matter if I had 12 people there or if it was 20 people there. Never no altercation. There was never where we was in the park and police had to sit there and monitor our behavior to see how we were gonna act. There was any time where I've done it and somebody felt uncomfortable about who was there. Clarence, I got love with this person right here. They doing too much, brother. I'm out. It was never that. I can't hear you, free. You're free, free, free. You chop, you choppy right now, free. Yeah, you was a little choppy. Yeah. So my responsibility, BC, what up? My responsibility when I decided to do my annual barbecue was to make sure that it wasn't just about food, it wasn't just about me being careful who I invited, but to also make sure that my people have a great time. And that's the whole thing. Hey, they don't know what it means to have a good time. The good time to some people is getting high and tearing shit up. They don't have a clue what it is. And free, we get judged all the time when we say, oh, I don't want to always be around people who look like me. But what does that mean? You ashamed of being black? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wouldn't change my skin color for nothing in the world. Believe me. Believe me. But there's times you don't want to be around people who look like you. Unless you know they're on the same type of time, you want to have a good time. But other than that, just because we look alike, don't mean I got to be around you. There's a difference between black people and Negroes. Those are the ones I don't want to be around. And the ones that they're the reason why the parade is being destroyed every year. They're going to be the same reason why the parade gets taken down. Oh, well, they didn't take the parade down all this time. What makes you think they'll do it? Hey, every dog has his day. Hey, let me ask you something. Did anybody ever seen awards on BET ever get suspended, heard a notice? And look how long BET been around, and people said, "Oh my God, I've never seen that. I wonder what happened." Well, it doesn't matter what happened. You have to know that anything and everything is possible. Anything can happen. What you think can't happen will happen. Now everybody's trying to. What happened, man? That ain't never happened before. That's crazy. Anything can happen, bro. Anything. Anything can happen.
Yeah, yeah,
Anything can
yeah.
happen. There's no such thing as because something's been around this amount of years that it can't be taken away. Because if somebody happens to go out there today, I don't care if they lose their life or not, what do we say? Well, that's typical. See you next Labor Day. What do you say? Now, I'm not personally trying to get it taken away. I'm not, because I'm not the one. But at some point, we have to think about people's safety. And the parade has gotten so popular where you have people from all different backgrounds, not just it's black, it's white. You got people coming from all over. They're just to participate in it. They trust in New York City. They're not from here to come and have a good time. And they turn around and come here, and some people might not even make it back home. Or you're in the hospital that you don't know about with a bullet possibly stuck in you. You don't know where your loved ones are because an altercation happened and everybody ran their way, and now you might your cousin. You don't know because something happened. Well, McLean, that doesn't happen at the parade. I think you're doing a little too much. No, I don't think you know enough. Because if you've been to the parade, that stuff happens. So if you're going to tell me it didn't happen, it's because your ass, well, I don't see that when I go. Well, you one of them idiots that when the altercation happened, you somewhere high, don't know what's going on, probably sitting in their chair, sleep, and there's bullets flying past your melon. Because there's no way you're going to tell me you've been there and never seen that. So I guess nobody saw the shooting last year, huh? Or heard it. I didn't hear anything. I thought somebody was just popping fire every day. Like, you morons. Now, let's go to that thumbnail where you see the two comments. We're not always crazy about law enforcement. For years, there's been this back and forth with law enforcement in the community, but you realize these officers, some of them come from the same type of communities that we do, some of them. Sometimes we feel like they do too much, right? Okay, there are some that are doing too much, and then you got some who are really doing their job, and then we give them a reason to mess with us. We give a lot of them a reason to mess with us. So now when we out there talking about, man, this is harassment, they doing that. A lot of times, man, y'all giving them a reason. Stop me when I'm wrong. I've seen police come to the parade and actually have a great time. I remember the one cop that for dancing at the parade. Some of them want to come and they want to have a good time. I remember a cop D3 actually getting in trouble for dancing parade, and he wasn't like, wasn't going hard, but he was having a good time. Out of these police way, unless you have a question for them, and if they directing you somewhere and they telling you somewhere, don't go back and forth with these police. Don't be mouthing off to them. Even if you feel like they're doing too much, leave. Just go wherever it is that you're going. Stop challenging them because you're not going. Oh, F police and suck my. Okay. How far you think is going to get you? Stay out of their way. Stay out of their way. Because at the end of the day, whether you like that they're there or not, they have a job to do.
And they gonna do it.
And they're going to do. Let me tell you something, buddy. Let me tell you something. It is Labor Day. You get locked up today if you want. That don't mean you're coming home because tomorrow Tuesday. I'm just letting you know. Some of y'all be like, I ain't worried about it. I could spend a night in prison. Okay. All right, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what? I seen. I seen a lot of people, and I see them do it all the time, and I'm like, y'all lucky that these police officers don't want to just do a lot of paperwork, because all these people, when a person, when they are arresting someone or they're searching someone, and all these people are jumping up in the police face with these cameras and talking shit to
I'm
them,
sick of that.
they don't realize they can get arrested for that. No, oh, that's not a crime. It is a crime. You're what? Let me try to say the correct terminology for it. Is obstruction of justice. So if they are investigating and doing a search is an investigation, is a form of an investigation. If they're doing a search or they doing a pat down and you're interrupting them while they trying to get the story, while they trying to get the information, that's obstruction of justice. You can go to jail for that. But like I said, a lot of these police officers don't want to have to do the paperwork. But if you'll find a couple of them. They be like, man, I'm tired of hearing your mouth, and they'll place the handcuffs on you. So a lot of people say, oh, well, I can videotape. Yes, you can videotape.
Yeah.
You got the camera. You ain't got to jump all in their face. See what they fail to realize is you're taking away the opportunity for you to have a come up. Because if law enforcement is doing something wrong and you got it on film, now you have a lawsuit. But if you jumping in and out of their face and doing all this, well, now they got a reason to lock you up. Yeah, they might have been wrong for them, but they not wrong for you. So now you taking away the opportunity of a come up.
I've seen situations like that when somebody was supposed to went to jail, but they man's doing too much. They end up letting the person go and jumping on their mans. Now you going to jail, stupid. Study your man going. They done took their attention off him and jumped on you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if the police officers are doing something wrong, you have the evidence. You are videotaping. Do it from the
You're
distance.
absolutely right, Jay. Watch these videos on YouTube and then get out there on the streets thinking they know and don't know shit. I know you hear these young 16-year-old kids. I know my rights. You don't know. You just learn how to tie your own shoe. I know my rights. You
Man,
don't know shit.
most people that say, "Oh, I know my rights," they couldn't even tell you the rights. Just if you say, "Okay, you know your rights," what's the rights? They couldn't tell you the Bill of Rights. All they know is a right to bear arm and a right freedom of speech. That's all they know.
These kids barely know
They
left
couldn't
from.
tell you anything.
These kids barely know left from right. You tell them to go right. They barely know that. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, these police are not I'm not sticking up for nobody. I'm just saying, stay out of their way. Stay out of their way. That's all you got to do. Stay out. It doesn't matter about how you feel about them. Nobody cares. They're not feeling police. They're not here to worry about how you feel about them. Stay. Because regardless, they're going to do their job whether you want them or not. Stay out of their way. You know why I feel good out the door every day? Because I don't have to worry about running into them. I don't have to worry about getting into an altercation with them. I stay out of their way. That's simple. Same thing like gang members. I don't want no problem with them. Stay out of their way. Y'all gotta start picking y'all own safety, man. To pick your safety. My man D4 will be back. All you got to do is stay out of the way. Y'all can't even do that. Stay out of these police way, man. We want to go from fighting to fighting them, like that makes it better. Pick your battles, man. Stay out of their way, man. And like there's a situation where they're wrong, the camera to tell it all. If there's ever a situation like Free said, and they're wrong, the camera will tell it all. Don't go out there trying to be some doggone superhero. Because I know today, one of y'all gonna do it. Today, somebody gonna think they gonna be the hero. There's gonna be about 1,000 of y'all with cameras. Oh, push me, don't push me, you can't touch me. I can stand on the sidewalk. I can stand here. Don't touch me, don't push me. Get out my. I see videos with you idiots doing that. Y'all don't realize how stupid y'all look. Oh, it's police brutality. Some of y'all put yourselves in these situations, man. These situations don't yourself. Y'all put yourselves in these situations. That's why I'm glad I pick and choose where I want to go to. I pick and choose who I want to be around.
Yeah. And see, this
Stay out
this
of
is
their way.
stuff.
They got a job to do. Whether y'all like them or not. Like if they're wrong, the video will tell it. All you got to do is stand there and video. Y'all can't even stand there and do that. Y'all got to go back and forth with them. Y'all got to get up in there. What's your badge number? What's your name? Yo, you invading that man's space now. He's on,
No,
but now you invading his space. Now if he
ano-
invades your space, it's on camera. Invading that man's space.
Another thing that they're doing where people don't realize, and this is why I say y'all gotta know the law, y'all gotta know your rights. Another thing that they're doing, which is a reason for them to lock you up, even though you say all I'm doing is videotaping. It's something that's called disturbing the peace.
And
And
he
what
ain't talking about
disturbing the
ludicrous either.
what disturbing the peace is if you're causing a scene and you're drawing attention to the situation, that's disturbing the peace. And you can be arrested for that. And see, a lot of people don't understand that and they don't realize that. So, oh, I didn't do nothing. You disturbing the peace of everybody else that's around you. Now you're making this big old scene. Everybody else is being drawn into the situation. That's disturbing the peace. You can be locked up for that. And that's what I said.
And
A lot
now
of people don't know the laws and they don't know the rights.
they don't know nothing. Like Jason Allen said, they look at you or they look at what they see everybody else do. They hear what everybody else say, and they use that. I know my rights because they heard somebody else say they know their rights. If you
Mhm.
knew your rights, you would do the thing and stay the hell out their way. Because that's one of the rights. Stay out of their way. Stay out of their way. The
Yeah.
stuff that goes on out there don't even concern y'all. Y'all just get yourself involved in it. A video will tell it if an officer is wrong. The video will tell it. But if you sitting there
Tells it
doing it, if you there, you doing too much. Now it all falls on you. But hey, what do I know? What do I know?
A lot of times people cause themselves to get locked up. Just being an cause their own self to get locked up because
Yeah, I watch a lot of
you
these
don't know how
videos
to
and I'm
you
like,
don't know how to
I watch
stay
a lot of these videos and I go,
stay.
okay, might be. I look at some videos free and I go, okay, maybe that officer's doing a little too much. Let me just finish looking at the video, see where it goes. And here it is. It's 20 of you cameras, and you invading the officer's space. Y'all walking up to their car. When did we start walking up to officers' cars? Like, you crazy? What if the officer felt just pulled out and popped you? What if he felt like that? He don't know it. He don't know what. What if he popped you?
Nope.
Now he's wrong. Police brutality. You said what for you, choppy?
I'm no, I was saying even me being former law enforcement, I stay out of the way of the police. I don't want them coming around me unless I need them to come around me. Y'all go do
And
y'all
we're,
job. Ain't nothing going on over here.
and we're not
Y'all ain't gotta
telling
come over here to me.
we're not telling nobody not to stand up for what you believe, but the way y'all go about doing things is wrong. Y'all think y'all know, you don't know shit. It's gonna be a couple of y'all that's gonna go out to that parade today and swear up and down when something happens. I know this, I know that, and you're gonna be quick to and y'all don't know whatever plans you had today. You're gonna be spending the rest of your labor in central bookings. I don't want that to happen. If I want it to happen or not, it's going to happen because some of y'all have no chill button and you know everything. Instead of you just going out there, bag a number, go kick it with your people, and then this another thing, y'all be with your kids. Some of y'all be with y'all, and now your kids got to see you get arrested. That's what killed me. A lot of y'all be with your kids. Your babies is
Yeah.
crying because they watching you being put in handcuffs. You couldn't shut up. Y'all do it to yourselves, and then want to holler police brutality.
Matter of fact, a key a key of advice. If somebody's telling you, "Hey, I don't think you need to have another drink," listen to them. Listen to them. They see
Me,
how you acting. You didn't have one too many. You had one too
so
many. They
so
see how you acting.
I'm glad you brought that up, Free, and I wish Tiffany was in here right now because me and Tiffany was just talking about this yesterday. Um, I told her parade this girl was doing a little too much. She had too much to drink, and she got the bottle and realized there was nothing left. She was mad that nobody saved her none. Like, up, somebody got to go to the liquor store, and they told her they wasn't going for her because they said she had enough to drink. Oh well, fuck it, I'll go myself. Do you realize this girl gets to the liquor store and they deny her? Well, what do you mean, liquor store? How they deny her? When you're over the limit, like they could do at the bar, they don't have to serve you. Yeah, the liquor store owner told her to get out. She had enough. She come in stumbling, skipping the line, pushing
It's
away.
not.
They don't have to serve you anything, bruh. You tripping.
It's not even. It's not even that they don't have to. The law reframes them of selling you anything.
This is what
The
I'm
bar
saying,
can't.
though.
If you at a bar and you had too much to drink and they continue to serve them, now that bartender is liable for anything you do after that because he
Yeah,
knew you was intoxicated and he kept serving you drink. The same way if you walk into a liquor store and you're drunk and if they sell you anything, now they're liable for anything that happens afterwards. If you leave out of that liquor store with a bottle and you open up that bottle and start drinking, and you let's say you get into a fight or you throw that bottle and
yeah. Oh, he froze up. All right, you're gonna give my man a minute. Good morning to everybody, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button coming in. Peace to all my people.
now the first thing they're gonna say is I got it from this liquor store. Now that liquor store is liable for everything that you did. No, the liquor store wasn't the one that got you drunk. but the liquor store was the last place you was at, so they're gonna automatically assume that everything, all this stuff came from this liquor store.
She put up an argument and da 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 da. Man, they had to end up taking her out of there. For what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Crazy. So, but this is what I say. Y'all get the police involved and stuff. Y'all act like I don't know the rules in life.
What's going on, Jeff
Enjoying.
Spot?
Just how the hell I didn't see him?
Yeah, he just popped
Right.
in.
How the hell he ain't pop up on my YouTube? See, YouTube is now I see what Drew be talking about when he be like they be playing games sometime. But y'all don't know the definition of having fun. I really don't. Y'all claim y'all do, but y'all really don't know the definition of having fun. And you put your people around you, you put their lives in jeopardy. See, running off with the mouth, rather if it's to the police or if it's you putting the people around you also in jeopardy. And they don't understand free, and this is why altercations happen. Somebody gets stabbed, somebody gets shot, somebody get. There's no reason why a child should have to watch their parent being locked up. To go back and forth with the I know my law, I know what you can do to me and what you can't do to me. Y'all know everything except for what you're supposed to be doing in life. That's our people. We know everything and we so damn smart. I know this, I know that. And it kills me. Everything but to go out to have fun. Stay out of these police ways, man. Most importantly, not just them. We said if you got somebody that's with you that can't control they drinking, they smoking, or whatever habit they got, first of all, you knew what habit they had before you took them. You might not want to. And if they get mad that you didn't go to the parade with them, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. See, because that's a person that when they get fucked up, you got to go around the parade with them because they done got away from you. Now you got to go look for them.
I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Unless you're my wife or you one of my kids, I'm not going to look for nobody. You're a grown ass person.
Because now, free,
I'm
you
not
know what
looking for
happens?
nobody.
Go back to the hood, or you got to call the person's family. Now we ain't talking about being a child. We grown. Yeah, Miss Such and Such. I'm looking for your son now. He was standing here, but drifted off somewhere. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna go look for him. You on? He ain't answering. And now you like,
I'm not.
oh,
I'm
come
not
on,
looking.
dog.
I'm not. I'm not looking for another grown ass person. If you're grown and you decided to go off on your own, I don't know if you left. I'm not gonna be sitting here spending all my time looking for you. Well, if he wanna find us, he know where we at. We still in the same spot we was at when he left. He wanna find us, he know how to get back here. If she wanna find us, she know how to get back here. If she know our phone number, they can call us. I'm not looking for nobody. Like I said, unless you're a child, you're one of my children, or you're a child that came along with me, or you're my wife, or
Yeah.
you're my daughter. I go look for them. But a grown person that came along, you're not one of my wife. Oh no, I'm not going to look for you. If my cousin was to come with me and he's the same age as me, and this nigga walk off and go by himself, and we can't find him, I'm not going to look for him. If he knows the phone number. He knows his way around DC. He knows his
And,
way around Maryland. He knows his way around Virginia. I ain't got to look for him. He know how to get home.
and the thing with that is free that that parade is so big in Brooklyn, it'll take your ass all day. It'll take you too long. Who wants to do that?
I'm,
So what does this have to
I'm
do
not.
with the
I'm not
parade?
looking for
It
nobody.
has everything that I'm talking about has everything that made. Everything. If you're not gonna go there to actually have a good time and see what the parade is about, if you've never been there, there's no point of going. No point of going. What sense does it make?
Me
What
first,
fucking sense? If
me
that's the
personally,
case,
I don't.
stay home, have a drink, have some Labor Day food at home, and it on TV. Well, McLean, I don't want to do that. If I want
And
to
let,
go have fun, I'm gonna go have fun. Then you make sure you go have fun. But when your fun is not fun anymore,
I'm,
when to leave.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not going to no parades unless it's the Washington Commanders Super Bowl parade. I'm not going to no parades because all you doing at a parade anyway is just standing there looking. Unless you going to get some of the food and stuff like that, you just standing around looking. Man, I ain't got time to be sitting in this
Man,
hot ass
listen,
sun getting
that
getting BC out this bitch.
yo, come on, yo, come on, free.
I am not about to get BC out here. I'm a go and chill in the shade somewhere. I am not trying to be BC out this.
Yo, that's nasty work, yo. Nasty. Yo, BC, BC, we love you, bro. Love you, bro. I ain't got time for D Free and his shenanigans. This we love you, bro. That didn't come from me, but you know that's gonna come from D. I should have saw that coming. I saw it coming. I don't even understand how I let that walk by me. That's crazy. Damn it, man. My man K Sarari. Damn it. Um,
They gonna BC right there.
damn it, man. But on everything that we just
What's
said,
going on, BVO?
everything that we just said, it has everything to do with the parade. But the number one police, man, stay the fuck out of their way. Because let me tell you something, some of them might actually be there to save your ass, be saved. Stay out of their way. You can't, everybody can't walk around NWA shit. Yo,
Yeah,
F the police. No. Stay out of their way, bro. That's all you gotta do. McLean, you're telling me sticking for their rights. What rights? Rights. You have it's all right to have rights if you know them. Y'all out here rights. I got a right to barbecue on the sidewalk in front of my building. What? Motherfucker, that's not if it was like,
that's a privilege.
like yo, what are you, yo, like be free, what are we
That,
talking
that's a
about?
that's a that's a that's a privilege if they allow you to do it. That's not a right. That's a privilege if they allow you to do it. It's like people say, "Oh, I got a right to drive." No, you don't, nigga. That's a privilege to have a driver's license. That's a privilege. It's not a right. It's a privilege.
And you
At
know,
any given time, a motor vehicle can take your license. At any given time, that means it's not a right. That means it's a privilege.
so we had this year where they put signs up saying in New York, no barbecuing on sidewalks. Now, either people can't read or people think they have the right to do it. But guess what? When they did it now, and these police is going around New York City, people in their blocks, now it's look at them, y'all. Look at them. Look at them. We never do nothing. You're doing something that the city told you, or the mayor, I should, told you what you couldn't do. And you did it
It's
anyway.
like them niggas that be standing in front of the store and they got a sign right behind them say no loitering. Oh man, this public space. Yeah, but you can't just stand there. You got to be moving back and forth. You can't just be standing in front of the store. That's loitering. You
Well,
just standing in front of the store.
I hate to see that because that you shouldn't be standing in front of no damn store. Good morning, everybody. Smash
Oh,
that like button coming in. I appreciate
it's been it's
it. At a
been
certain age, you
it's
shouldn't
been
even be
plenty of
doing
stores. It's been plenty of stores I didn't skip past because there's too many niggas standing out front. I ride
it.
up
Yeah.
like, damn, I gotta go to this little convenience store. Nope, not going to that one. I ride down the street
Listen,
another mile and get to 7-Eleven.
I don't even like going to stores where they open the door for me because the last time I tell them, I said, last time I checked, I got both of my arms. You think I need you to open the damn door for me? I got both of my arms. I don't need you to open this shit for me because I'm not giving you nothing anyway when I come out.
Nigga open the door with me. I'm like, appreciate it. I walk in the store. He opened the door when I walk out the store. Appreciate it. And I walk right to my car. I know
Look,
they be like, damn, this nigga ain't gonna give me
they'll,
that.
they'll, they'll,
I
they'll
didn't
look
ask you
at
to
you
open
like,
it.
but listen, but they'll look at open the door for you. And last time I checked, I got both moms. I don't need you to open nothing for me. And just because you open it, that don't mean you getting something. You ain't getting shit. I ain't got nothing for you. Because if you can stay here all day
Unless
doing this, your ass could be looking for a job.
unless 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 the daggone store hire a doorman. I didn't ask you to open the goddamn door.
Hey,
You can open it all
guess
you
what?
want to. I didn't ask you to open the door. Oh, I opened the door for you. Nigga, did I have anything in my hand? Did I look like I needed you to open the door?
But free, I got something better for you. I don't care if they did hire you. You still ain't getting shit. Last time I checked, I got
No,
both
no.
moms.
I'm gonna tell them, yeah, you are, yeah, you getting paid. They're gonna say, hey, what's my where my tip? My tip is make sure you show up to work on time every day. That's my tip. Show up to work on time every day.
Yo, but yeah, so I know
I mean that's my tip because if you don't show up to work on time every day, you ain't gonna have this job for long, so you ain't gonna be getting paid. So I just help you
exactly.
get paid.
So, but
Show up to work on time every day. I just help you get
I
paid.
want, and I'm not just making this whole thing about the parade. I also want people who celebrate Labor Day all over the world, however you celebrate it, and be mindful of the company that you keep around you, because the company you keep around you could put you in a situation where your fun might end. Be mindful, family or friends, be mindful of the people that you keep. If you go into a park today and you're going to cook, I don't know how the weather is where you at, go have you a good time. Go have your good time. You're going fishing today. I don't know how you spending your Labor Day. Go have a good time. Be mindful of the company that you keep around you. And once again, stay out of the police. But we always stay out anyway. They us. I'll come mess with y'all too if it's 100 of y'all in one neighborhood. Sometimes it be 100. Too many damn people. Why is it that many people? Nobody has a license to do a block party or nothing. Nobody has any 100 people. Yo, this is the hood. A lot of times y'all bring them your way. If they're gonna come your way, at least have the decency of giving them a plate of something to eat. That's how you get them up off you. Turn your music down. Don't go back and forth with them. Give them a plate of something, man. Yeah, officer, we ain't gonna be here long. You know what I mean? We're gonna be here for about a couple more minutes, then we gonna get up. I have the attitude sometime when I go, yeah, they just looking for reason to mess with people. Right? But that might be so, might not be so. But don't give them a reason to and want to mess with you, because it never ends well. And you're going to spend the night. I want everybody, not just black people, white people. I want everybody today to go out and themselves, whatever that means to you. If you're going to that parade today, be super safe. If you just so happen to go to a bar tonight, some of you might not be stepping out tonight. You might not want to go to the parade. You might want to see like what the vibes are like in Brooklyn tonight, or whatever state you in. Go and have fun. Fun means going out and making it back home safe. That's what it means. It doesn't mean going out and tearing shit up. For everybody who's in Brooklyn today, going to the parade, be safe. Somebody that you know that's going to enjoy their self too. Parents, you got your kids, be aware of what's going on. Nobody should have to pick their child up and have them run because somebody said gun or they heard shots fired. Me and my wife, our Labor Day is going to be right here because all we need is each other. We don't really care about these parades. There's a lot of things we just don't care about. We're gonna enjoy ourselves right here. Oh, you know, we'll watch it on TV. They do have it on TV. So for the ones that don't know, that may not be familiar with it, a parade will be on TV. I don't know what time. I think 11 o'clock that jumps off. About 11. I think about 11 it jumps off. 10 or 11 it jumps off. For what I can remember, I haven't been about since 2018, so I don't know exactly when it jumps off. But something happened with my man Free. He probably got a call. But like my man BC said, pick your battles, stay out these police ways, and everybody just enjoy themselves. I want to get home safe and go wherever you're going, not just in New York, but all over the world. Wherever you are going today, arrive there safe. And make sure you step out with somebody who wants to have fun. If they're going to put your life in jeopardy, if they're going to put you in harm's way, if they're going to put your kids in harm's way, go back and forth with some other people who don't mind going back and forth with them, they're going to go back and forth with the police. And here it is, everybody goes to jail or could possibly be tased. Y'all got to stop thinking about yourself, parents, and start thinking about the kids. And if you're a friend, like you say you are to somebody, don't put your friend in harm's way. Don't put your friend's kids in harm's way. Most importantly, don't put yourself or your kids. Everybody just go out today and just enjoy themselves and make it back home safe. Because I know at some point I'm going to look at my phone or look at the news. Some arrests were made. Somebody was stabbed. Somebody was shot. Now, if I could not get that today, it would be a miracle. That would be a miracle to see that. But everybody be blessed. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I love y'all. Thanks to all my people that who are supporting me. That come through here every day. I'll be back later on today to talk about Michaela Meyer. She has coming up, but I'll be back at 6:05 to talk some boxing. And we're gonna talk about her. We're not talking about Canelo and Crawford. We ain't talking about nothing else but what we are talking about, and that's Michaela Meyer. We might get into something else. There won't be no Canelo and Crawford talks until another 2 weeks. I'm waiting till we get right. But I love y'all. All people that's not subscribed, that's interested in subscribing, make sure you go subscribe. Love y'all. Catch y'all later on today, 6:05. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Zone Podcast. Let's go.